Imagine a place lost in time, hidden deep within the jungles of Indonesia. A place where ancient secrets whisper on the wind, and giant stone faces stare out from the past. This is the Bada Valley, a land of forgotten wonders. Here, massive statues stand watch over the forest, their origins shrouded in mystery. And scattered amongst the trees are enormous stone jars, their purpose unknown. Who created these incredible monuments? What were they used for? And why do they seem to echo ancient sites found across the world? Come with us on a journey to this remote and magical valley. Let's explore the clues, unravel the stories, and try to understand the people who left their mark on this timeless landscape.
Deep in central Sulawesi, Indonesia, lies the enigmatic Bada Valley within Lower Lindu National Park. This remote area hosts mysterious megaliths, towering humanoid statues and massive stone jars called Arka and Kalamba. Their origins and purpose remain one of archaeology's great enigmas. In the early 20th century, missionary and ethnographer Albert C. Kruit introduced these megaliths to the world. He documented the colossal figures and observed locals offering prayers for harvests or rain, yet they knew nothing of the creators, saying the statues predated their ancestors. Over 400 megalithic artifacts are scattered in the Bada, Besoa and Napu valleys, including about 400 stone jars and around 30 humanoid statues. Found in clusters and isolated spots, they hint at a widespread cultural practice, yet no evidence links them to known civilizations. The statues are awe-inspiring, large heads on straight, legless bodies with prominently carved genitalia highlighted by hand placement. Some depict pregnant females. The largest, Palindo, the entertainer, stands over 15 feet tall and weighs about 10 tons. Fascinatingly, these statues resemble megalithic figures worldwide. Colombia's San Agustin statues share similar features: large heads, legless bodies, and similar hand placements. Easter Island's Moai also echo these traits. The same hand postures appear at Göbekli Tepe and Karahan Tepe in Turkey, dating back 12,000 years. The Urfa man from Turkey, circa 9000 BCE, exhibits an identical stance. These parallels raise profound questions. How could cultures separated by vast oceans and millennia produce such strikingly similar artistic expressions? Could there have been a global ancient civilization connecting these societies? Or is there a universal symbolism embedded deep within the human psyche? Returning to the Kalamba, the giant stone jars, the mystery deepens. Located mainly in southern Lower Lindu National Park, these jars, carved from non-local stones, pose logistical puzzles. They are uniformly massive, often sealed with heavy lids, featuring intricate animal designs that don't match local species. The jar's purpose is speculative. Some suggest tombs, but many are too shallow. Legends say they were royal bathtubs, but heavy lids and remote locations make this unlikely. Interior ridges with no clear function add to the mystery. An intriguing theory suggests the jars were made using stone softening technology, shaping granite like clay. Horizontal lines resemble those made by spinning clay on a wheel. Could they indicate a rotational technique? Some jars show burn marks or traces of melted metal, possibly gold, hinting they may have been used in metallurgical processes. With rich gold deposits nearby, perhaps the jars played a role in ancient mining or metalworking. Venturing beyond Indonesia, the mystery deepens with similar megalithic jars found thousands of miles away in Laos. The Plain of Jars, one of Southeast Asia's most enigmatic archaeological sites, features around 3,000 large stone jars scattered across rolling hills. Like their Indonesian counterparts, these jars vary in size, some towering up to 10 feet tall and weighing several tons. Carved from sandstone, granite and limestone, they share a cylindrical shape and often have rims at the top, hinting they were once sealed. Local legends in Laos tell of giants led by King Kun Chung, who created these enormous jars to brew and store vast quantities of rice wine after a victorious war. While mythological, this tale echoes the mysteries surrounding the jars' true purpose and creators. Tragically, the Plain of Jars was heavily bombarded during the Secret War, a covert US operation during the Laotian Civil War from 1964 to 1969. The area remains littered with unexploded ordnance, making exploration dangerous. Despite these challenges, recent studies suggest the jars are at least 3,000 years old, deepening the enigma of their origin. The similarities between the jars of Bada Valley and those in Laos are striking. Both sets are massive, carved from non-local stone and found in regions without evidence of ancient settlements. Even the decorative motifs on the lids, featuring animals and human-like figures, bear remarkable resemblances. The mystery doesn't end there. In the dense forests of Assam, India, researchers have uncovered more than 100 giant stone jars across 15 newly discovered sites. Located about 500 miles from the Plain of Jars and over 2,500 miles from Bada Valley, these jars expand the geographical scope of this phenomenon. They vary in shape and size, some tall and cylindrical, others partially or fully buried, and are situated along hills and ridgelines. Archaeologist Nicholas Skopal remarked, "We still don't know who made the giant jars or where they lived. It's all a bit of a mystery. There must be more, because every time we wander out, we find new sites." His words underscore the vast unknown surrounding these artifacts. The consistent appearance of these jars across distant locations suggests more than coincidence. Could there have been an ancient civilization with far-reaching influence across Asia? Or did multiple cultures independently develop similar practices? Researchers acknowledge connections between the jars in Indonesia, Laos, and India, suggesting a cultural relationship transcending borders and time. As research continues and new discoveries emerge, perhaps we will one day unravel the secrets within these silent sentinels. Until then, they stand as enduring testaments to human creativity and the mysteries of our shared past, a past that challenges our understanding of ancient civilizations and their interconnectedness. If you liked this video, then you're going to love our next adventure. Venture to the mystical Vottovara Mountain in Russia's Republic of Karelia, a place steeped in ancient lore and shrouded in mystery. For millennia, Sami shamans have revered this enigmatic mountain as a sacred site, conducting rituals amidst its strange megalithic structures and energy vortexes. Explore the perplexing Sades, 1,600 sacred stones arranged in a baffling order, and the enigmatic well, believed to be an ancient, artificially constructed water reservoir. Could these be remnants of a lost civilization or evidence of ancient technologies beyond our understanding? Join us as we unravel the secrets of Vottovara Mountain, a place where the veil between the physical and spiritual worlds seems to thin.
Nestled deep within the rugged landscape of Karnataka, India, a land already rich in ancient history and archaeological wonders, stands Maliabad Fort, a colossal enigma that throws into sharp relief the limitations of our current understanding of the past. While officially attributed to the 13th century Delhi Sultanate, a closer examination of this monumental structure reveals a narrative far more complex, more ancient, and potentially revolutionary. Maliabad Fort is not merely a medieval bastion. It's a palimpsest of history, with layers of occupation and construction that hint at a civilization lost to time. A civilization capable of feats of engineering that defy conventional explanations.
The immediate and overwhelming challenge to the accepted narrative comes from the fort's perimeter walls. Imagine a structure that stretches for a staggering 5 kilometers, encircling a vast area. These aren't the typical, relatively modest fortifications of medieval India. These walls rise almost 10 meters in height, a formidable barrier constructed from granite blocks of truly colossal proportions. Some of these blocks reach lengths of 6 meters and weigh multiple tons, dwarfing the stones used in most historical fortifications. But it's not just the size that's remarkable, it's the method of construction. This is Cyclopean masonry, a technique characterized by the use of massive, irregularly shaped stones, fitted together with an almost unbelievable precision without any mortar or binding agent whatsoever. The stones are interlocked so perfectly, so seamlessly, that the joints are virtually invisible. As the saying goes, you couldn't slip a blade of grass between them. This isn't the work of hasty construction. It's a testament to an almost incomprehensible level of skill and planning. They also possess amazing resilience to earthquakes. This type of masonry is profoundly significant because it's not characteristic of the Delhi Sultanate, nor of any other known medieval Indian power. Instead, it bears a striking, undeniable resemblance to the Cyclopean walls found at ancient megalithic sites across the globe. Consider Sacsayhuaman, the colossal Inca fortress near Cusco, Peru. The similarities are uncanny. The same massive, irregularly shaped stones, the same perfect interlocking, the same absence of mortar. The parallels extend to Mycenaean Greece, with its Lion Gate and the treasury of Atreus, to the enigmatic stone platforms of Easter Island, and to numerous other sites scattered across the continents. This raises a fundamental and deeply unsettling question. Is this global distribution of Cyclopean masonry a mere coincidence, a case of independent invention across vastly different cultures and time periods? Or does it point to something far more profound? A shared cultural heritage, a lost technological tradition, or perhaps even a forgotten, globally connected civilization that predates our current understanding of history? The granite itself presents another layer of the puzzle. Granite is notoriously difficult to work, even with modern tools and machinery. It's incredibly hard and resistant to shaping. To quarry blocks of the size found at Maliabad, to transport them over significant distances, the quarry source remains unknown. And then to lift and precisely position them with such accuracy would have required an extraordinary level of social organization, engineering knowledge, and technological capability. Consider the logistics. How are these multi-ton blocks extracted from the earth? What tools were used? How were they moved across the terrain, potentially over considerable distances? And most crucially, how were they lifted into place and fitted together with such breathtaking precision? The accepted 13th century timeline simply doesn't offer a plausible explanation for these feats. The Delhi Sultanate, while skilled builders, primarily worked with smaller, more manageable stones and employed mortar-based construction techniques. Their architectural style, heavily influenced by Persian and Central Asian traditions, favored arches, domes, and intricate decorative elements, features conspicuously absent from the core structure of Maliabad's walls. The stones are smoothly polished on their faces, meaning they offer no easy footholds. The construction goes beyond the surface level. The exterior of perfectly fitted granite is backed by another layer of stone, which is then backed by rubble. This is similar to the Romans' opus caementicium, however, without the cement. The 13th century was a period of significant upheaval and transformation in India. The Delhi Sultanate, a powerful Islamic empire originating from Central Asia, had extended its dominion across much of the subcontinent, establishing a new political and cultural order. These were undoubtedly skilled administrators and builders, responsible for impressive mosques, tombs, and fortifications. It's entirely plausible, and indeed highly probable, that the Sultanate utilized Maliabad Fort, recognizing its strategic importance. The fort's location, commanding access to the surrounding region and controlling key trade routes, would have made it an invaluable asset. It likely served as a military garrison, protecting the Sultanate's borders from rivals and potential invaders, particularly the ever-present threat of Mongol incursions. It would also have functioned as an administrative center, a place for collecting taxes, enforcing laws, and projecting the Sultanate's power into the local populace. The presence of marketplaces and trade routes nearby would have further enhanced the fort's importance as a hub of commerce and communication. However, while the Sultanate certainly occupied and likely modified Maliabad Fort, the overwhelming evidence suggests that they did not build its core structure. The Cyclopean walls, the architectural style, the construction techniques, and the sheer scale of the undertaking are simply incompatible with the Sultanate's known capabilities and building practices. They may have added to the fort, repaired sections, or built secondary structures, but the foundational elements point to a far older, far more mysterious origin. Beyond the Cyclopean masonry itself, numerous other anomalies further challenge the official narrative and point towards a prehistoric origin for Maliabad Fort. Within the vicinity of the fort lies a Shiva temple, a site of religious significance. While temples are often renovated and rebuilt over centuries, the exquisite craftsmanship of the black granite Nandi statue and the Shiva lingam within this temple raises questions. The polished surfaces and intricate details suggest a level of artistry and precision that seems incongruous with the 13th century context. Even more intriguing, discovered remnants of prehistoric stone blocks within and around the temple, bearing what appear to be machine-like marks and cuts, impossibly precise for hand tools. These markings, if authenticated, would further strengthen the case for a prehistoric origin. Maliabad Fort stands as a profound challenge to conventional historical timelines and a testament to the potential for undiscovered, advanced civilizations in our ancient past. The evidence, while circumstantial in some respects, strongly suggests that the accepted 13th century dating only accounts for a later phase of the fort's history, a period of occupation and modification by the Delhi Sultanate. The core structure, particularly the Cyclopean walls, exhibits characteristics that unequivocally point towards a far more ancient origin, possibly predating any known civilization in the region.
It was the consensus of archaeologists that no megalithic architecture had been found anywhere in the world that was more than 6,000 years old. They said, show us another culture that's 12,000 years old anywhere in the world, and we might listen to you. Evidence from much earlier megalithic construction is hiding in plain view. Our understanding of prehistory must change.
Nestled near Nanjing, the Shan Quarry stands as a monument to human ambition and ancient mystery. Here, amidst the dust and echoes of history, lies the colossal, unfinished stele, intended to honor a Ming dynasty emperor. Why would humans embark on such a grand project, knowing the immense challenge of moving it, and then mysteriously abandon it?
If you wish to pass information to a distant future, if you wish it to be preserved, you wouldn't be smart to just write it down.
This mystery not only captivates the imagination, but also invites us to explore the profound complexities of engineering, royal ambition, and perhaps the supernatural influences that shape our endeavors. The Shan Quarry is an archaeological site of great historical importance, mainly due to its ambitious yet unfinished project initiated by the Yongle Emperor. This project aimed to create a colossal stele to commemorate his father, the Hongwu Emperor, the founder of the Ming dynasty.
I think their project was to honor and memorialize it. Is knowledge preserved and passed down through the ages? Yes, I think it is.
The Yongle Emperor, who reigned from 1402 to 1424, is celebrated for his significant architectural and cultural achievements, which included not only the construction of the Forbidden City, but also this immense stele project. This act was intended not merely as a show of familial respect, but also to legitimize his rule and link his achievements to those of the dynasty's founder, thus enhancing the continuity and legitimacy of his own reign. The construction of such a monument also served as a display of imperial power and the advanced capabilities of Ming dynasty engineering.
That is one of the mistakes in looking for a quote-unquote advanced civilization in the past, is that we tend to be looking for ourselves.
From an architectural standpoint, the primary goal of the Shan Quarry was to extract stone of an unprecedented size and scale. The stele for the Hongwu Emperor was to be the largest of its kind ever created, a symbol of the immense power and enduring legacy of the Ming dynasty. This ambitious project required vast resources and a workforce capable of overcoming the logistical challenges posed by the stone's enormous dimensions. In imperial China, erecting steles was a deeply cultural act, often associated with honoring divine or royal entities. The project commissioned by the Yongle Emperor linked him with the divine mandate, ascribing almost celestial reverence to his ancestors and himself, thus reinforcing his rule as divinely sanctioned. The design and craftsmanship of the stele were planned to be magnificent. The project was to be composed of 3 grand pieces. The base, intended to support the enormous weight of the stele and act as both a physical and symbolic foundation. The body, which was to be intricately engraved with inscriptions praising the Hongwu Emperor and detailing his accomplishments and virtues. And the crown, planned to be elaborately decorated with dragon motifs or other imperial symbols, signifying the celestial authority of the emperor. The dimensions of the stele were also staggering. The body of the stele itself was planned to exceed 30 meters in length, 13 meters wide and 10 meters thick. Weighing approximately 16,250 metric tons, this stone would have been one of the largest ever carved by human hands, comparable in weight to about 2,500 adult African elephants. To appreciate the scale further, the length of the stele's body was almost as long as the wingspan of a Boeing 747 airplane, underscoring not only its immense size, but also the bold engineering ambitions of the Ming dynasty, mirroring the monumental constructions of other ancient civilizations like the Egyptians and Romans.
But remember that the ancient Egyptians tell us in many of their texts that everything they knew was a legacy.
The ambitious project at Yangshan Quarry, designed to immortalize the Yongle Emperor's father, faced insurmountable challenges after the emperor's death. The primary issue was the logistical nightmare of transporting the immense stone 10 kilometers to the Ming Shaoling Mausoleum. Despite having a large labor force and advanced engineering techniques of the era, the task proved beyond the capabilities of the period's transportation technologies, leading to the project's abandonment. In the course of studying the quarry, archaeologists have unearthed a diverse arsenal of traditional tools that were used to work these massive stones. Chisels, hammers and levers crafted from iron were employed in a meticulously organized manner to extract and precisely shape the gargantuan stones. The innovative methods employed by the workers were particularly ingenious. One such method, known as fire setting, involved heating the rock surface with fire and then dousing it with cold water. This sudden temperature change caused the rock to undergo thermal shock, resulting in cracks that made it easier to shape and remove the stone. The layout of the Yangshan Quarry also provides insights into the organization of labor and resources during that time. Large teams of workers were coordinated in a highly structured approach, possibly under the direct supervision of imperial engineers. This meticulous organization was essential for executing such a monumental project, demonstrating the sophisticated management practices of the Ming dynasty in handling large-scale constructions. This coordination not only facilitated the quarrying process but also ensured that each phase of the work was completed as efficiently as possible, despite the eventual abandonment of the project due to logistical challenges. While the organizational prowess at Yangshan Quarry was impressive, the technological innovations possibly used there truly showcased the brilliance of ancient Chinese engineering. The enormous stones at the quarry, some of the largest ever quarried in human history, display a level of precision in cutting and shaping that suggests the use of extremely advanced techniques. Historians and archaeologists have long speculated that the ancient Chinese engineers might have utilized now-lost techniques that facilitated their monumental tasks. These could have included specialized cutting tools, measurement systems for exact angles and flat surfaces, and unique methods for splitting stone from rock beds without causing it to crack entirely. The precision with which these stones were quarried and shaped suggests a sophisticated integration of various fields of knowledge, including geometry, physics, and materials science, indicating a highly developed technological culture.
I believe that it's worth considering the possibility of a remote common ancestor, which passed down key information that was inherited by later cultures.
Drawing parallels with Roman engineering, we see that Roman engineers also revolutionized construction with the development of hydraulic cement and the extensive use of arches, vaults, and domes, which allowed them to build enduring structures like the Pantheon and the aqueducts. They were masters at utilizing available resources and adapting their engineering solutions to the diverse conditions of their vast empire. Similarly, the engineers at Yangshan may have developed their own unique methods to manage the quarrying of such massive stones. This might have involved the use of intricate lever systems designed to maximize mechanical advantage, or even early forms of cranes which could have been powered by large human teams or possibly by animals. Both civilizations demonstrated an understanding of leverage and load distribution. For instance, Roman cranes and capstans were used for lifting heavy weights, while similar principles could have been applied in Yangshan for moving large stone blocks. Additional techniques hypothesized to be used at Yangshan include the strategic use of water to aid in the transport of these massive stones. By creating a series of canals and using buoyancy, the engineers could have significantly reduced the effective weight of the stones, making them easier to maneuver over large distances. Seasonal adjustments might also have played a role in the timing of the quarry work. Engineers might have taken advantage of frozen ground during the winter to move heavy stones more easily, a technique evidenced in other historical contexts such as the transport of large stones for the construction of medieval cathedrals in Europe. Moreover, the durability and flexibility of bamboo, widely available in China, would have made it particularly useful for creating temporary frameworks and scaffolding, demonstrating the ingenious solutions employed to tackle the challenges of such a monumental project. While exploring the technological aspects of the Yangshan Quarry project is fascinating, the supernatural narratives surrounding its abandonment offer an equally intriguing dimension. In traditional Chinese culture, the spiritual world is deeply intertwined with the physical realm, and many construction projects from ancient times are wrapped in tales of omens and divine messages. Local legends from Yangshan suggest that the massive Stele project was halted by supernatural forces. These stories recount strange and ominous signs that appeared during the quarrying process, which local workers and officials interpreted as warnings from the heavens. These warnings supposedly dissuaded them from continuing the project for fear of invoking disaster or bad luck. Such tales might be more than mere superstitions. They could represent symbolic expressions of the workers' fears and the practical difficulties they faced, projected onto supernatural explanations.
There was a Spanish traveler who crossed the entire width of South America. And on the way, yes, he reported seeing huge cities. Within 100 years, other Spaniards were in there exploring. They couldn't find the cities. I think that we are dealing with a lost civilization that was shamanistic in its basis. And they're only being found now.
Deep in the high, rugged terrain of the Sacred Valley, the Temple of the Sun at Ollantaytambo stands as a marvel of ancient engineering. The temple's most awe-inspiring feature is undoubtedly the wall of the 6 monoliths, composed of enormous stones weighing tens of tons each. The mystery of how these massive stones were transported to such an elevated location without modern technology continues to baffle scientists, historians, and archaeologists alike.
Some people think that the answer is extraterrestrial visitors. I don't think that's the answer, but who knows?
While theories abound, from the use of log rollers and ramps to the sheer force of human and animal power, the exact methods remain a subject of speculation and admiration.
Incredible megaliths there, which archaeology gives entirely to the Incas, even though the Incas themselves recognized and honored the work of predecessors.
The discovery of the Temple of the Sun in Ollantaytambo within the Sacred Valley is a proof to the blend of local wisdom and global scholarly interest that has illuminated many Incan sites to the world. This particular site's journey into modern awareness began in earnest during the 19th century and gained significant momentum from the explorative zeal of the early 20th century. Notable figures like Hiram Bingham, known for bringing Machu Picchu to global attention in 1911, played a crucial role in setting the stage for the exploration, even though he wasn't directly involved in its discovery. The first detailed accounts emerged from the efforts of explorers like Sir Clements Markham in the late 19th century. These early explorers documented the Inca trails and their connecting sites, marveling at Ollantaytambo's grandeur and intricate stonework while noting its potential significance. By the 1920s and 1930s, more thorough expeditions were conducted. Both Peruvian and international teams worked to catalogue the ruins using early photographic techniques, which helped to create detailed records that would prove invaluable for both restoration and further study.
If you wish to pass information to a distant future, you wouldn't be smart to just write it down. How can we know that our script is going to be readable by any other culture, let's say 10,000 years in the future?
The mid-20th century brought a surge of archaeological interest that introduced more scientific methods to the study of this ancient site. Beginning in the 1950s, archaeological teams started applying rigorous scientific techniques to their excavations, notably during the 1960s under the direction of American archaeologist John Rowe. His work was pivotal in contextualizing Ollantaytambo within the broader narrative of the Inca Empire's expansion and religious practices. These teams made significant technological advances, employing early photographic equipment and, later on, more sophisticated imaging techniques to analyze the alignment of the temple's stones. This was especially important for understanding the temple's role in relation to astronomical events, such as the solstices, which held considerable significance in Inca cosmology.
On the summer solstice, you're going to see the sun rising far to the north of east. Go there on the winter solstice, you're going to see it far to the south of east.
The local Quechua communities also played an essential role in the rediscovery and understanding of the Temple of the Sun. Their oral histories and legends, passed down through generations, spoke of the temple's celestial alignments and its role in Inca rituals. These stories often provided the missing links in understanding the site's function, highlighting the significance of specific stone placements and their relationship to Inca astrology. On many occasions, local stories guided archaeologists to specific parts of the site that had been overlooked or misunderstood. For instance, the legend of the Path of the Sun helped researchers identify and understand the importance of certain architectural lines that align with the sun during the winter solstice, further enriching our understanding of this magnificent site.
That advanced civilization emerged out of shamanism itself. Shamans are very observant of the cosmos and of what is going on.
Continuing our exploration of Ollantaytambo's fascinating features, let's delve into the marvel of the Wall of the Six Monoliths. This structure is a stunning testament to Inca engineering and architectural skill, comprising 6 massive stones, each carved with incredible precision. The craftsmanship is so meticulous that the joints between the stones are practically invisible, often said to be so tight that not even a piece of paper can slide through. The construction process of this wall was no small feat. The Incas employed sophisticated stoneworking techniques honed over generations. The stones, sourced from quarries several kilometers away, required a complex logistical effort to transport. While the exact methods remain a subject of debate among historians, theories include the use of log rollers, llamas, and substantial human labor. Upon arrival at the site, these stones were shaped with great care to fit together seamlessly, using a technique known as ashlar masonry, which involves cutting stones to fit without the need for mortar. This not only enhanced the wall's aesthetic and structural integrity, but also its resilience against the region's frequent earthquakes. Understanding the geological and architectural principles was crucial for the construction of such a structure. The Inca builders meticulously selected types of stone for their durability and resistance to weathering. The strategic alignment and interlocking of the stones added to the wall's stability, effectively distributing seismic forces across the structure rather than concentrating them at any single point. Adding to the mystique of the Temple of the Sun is its status as an unfinished monument. The construction was abruptly halted, marked by a chaotic scene where tools and materials were left scattered around the site. Large, partially carved stone blocks still lie around the site, painting a vivid picture of a sudden and dramatic cessation of work. This snapshot in time provides a unique window into the Inca construction techniques and the meticulous planning that characterized their building processes.
Is knowledge preserved and passed down through the ages? Yes, I think it is.
To truly appreciate the enormity of the Wall of the Six Monoliths, consider that each stone could weigh as much as 50 tons. This scale is comparable to the weight of 10 large African elephants or about 35 compact cars. Such comparisons not only highlight the ingenuity of the Inca builders, but also help us grasp the sheer scale of their architectural achievements. While exploring the impressive architectural feats of the Incas, another fascinating element at Ollantaytambo is the water mirrors near the Temple of the Sun. These reflective pools serve as a testament to the Incas' refined engineering and deep astronomical knowledge. Crafted to manipulate natural elements for both practical and ceremonial purposes, these water mirrors showcase a profound understanding of the environment. The design of these water mirrors was both ingenious and purposeful. The bases were made of flat, smooth stones polished to a high sheen, enhancing their reflective properties. The edges of the pools were lined with precisely cut stones, ensuring the water remained still and perfectly mirrored the sky above. The primary function of these mirrors was to observe and track celestial bodies, aiding the Incas in determining critical agricultural and calendrical periods. Such observations were vital for the timing of crop plantings and harvests, as well as for setting the dates of various religious festivals and ceremonies. The Incas demonstrated advanced hydraulic skills in constructing these water mirrors. They expertly channeled water from nearby rivers or springs through a complex system of aqueducts, ensuring a continuous flow into the mirrors throughout the year. This capability highlights their profound mastery of water management, which was essential for the functionality of the mirrors. The importance of these water mirrors came to light again in the late 20th century when they were rediscovered during a detailed archaeological survey. Covered by overgrowth and filled with debris for centuries, the mirrors were largely forgotten until the 1990s. Archaeologists using ground-penetrating radar and traditional excavation techniques found anomalies in the soil that led to the uncovering of these structures. Restoring them posed significant challenges. The process involved delicate procedures to clear the vegetation and debris without damaging the ancient stonework. Specialists in stone conservation were tasked with repairing cracks and replacing missing stones, using materials and techniques that matched the original Incan craftsmanship. An interesting parallel can be drawn between these Incan water mirrors and the Roman impluvium, water features central to Roman atrium houses designed to collect rainwater. While both cultures utilized architectural features involving water for practical purposes, the Incas took it a step further by integrating their water mirrors into their spiritual and astronomical practices, significantly differing from the Romans' primarily domestic use. This comparison highlights not only the universal human fascination with reflective surfaces in architecture across different cultures, but also the unique adaptations of such features to meet specific cultural needs and beliefs.
It's been said in many, many different cultures around the world that a lot of these structures were built at a very rapid pace. So you're talking about calculus, you're talking about geology.
Yeah.
I mean, how did they know how to build this? We're talking about something, in my opinion, super ancient. But these sites are all really majestic and super ancient.
Today, we're diving into one of the world's most enigmatic archaeological mysteries, the Bada Valley megaliths. Nestled in the lush landscapes of central Sulawesi, these ancient stone structures have baffled experts for over a century.
But this is thousands of years and it's still sitting there perfect. I bet if you fill it with water, the water wouldn't even leak out of it.
Who built these colossal statues and stone jars? What secrets do they hold about a forgotten civilization? Join us as we uncover the mysterious origins and fascinating theories behind these remarkable relics. Located in the Lor Lindu National Park of central Sulawesi, Indonesia, the Bada Valley megaliths first came to the attention of the Western world through the efforts of Dutch colonialists in the early 20th century. During a 1908 Dutch military expedition, Dr. Nicolaas Adriani and Dr. Albertus Christian Cruyt documented these remarkable stone structures. Their meticulous reports and photographs marked a pivotal moment in the scholarly exploration of these ancient artifacts. Dr. Adriani and Dr. Cruyt were not merely military explorers, but also seasoned ethnologists with a keen interest in the cultures of Indonesia. Their documentation included detailed descriptions, measurements, and photographs, which were essential in preserving the initial data about the megaliths. These early records remain a valuable resource for researchers today, as many of the megaliths have since weathered and eroded. Their efforts sparked a wave of academic curiosity that has continued for over a century, although the remote location and challenging terrain of the Bada Valley have limited extensive archaeological studies.
Nobody honestly knows who did the work. We simply know that it was an ancient civilization that obviously had advanced technology.
The origins of the Bada Valley megaliths are shrouded in mystery. No written records or definitive oral traditions link these structures to a specific culture or time period, leaving their creators and purpose open to interpretation. This absence of concrete historical context has led to a multitude of theories, each offering a different perspective on these enigmatic stones. Determining the age of the Bada Valley megaliths has proven challenging. Some researchers estimate that the megaliths could date back as far as 2000 BCE, based on stylistic comparisons with other ancient Southeast Asian artifacts. Others argue for a more recent origin, proposing that they were created around the 14th century CE.
All of these places are likely pre-cataclysmic, so at least 13,000 years old.
The primary difficulty in dating these structures lies in the lack of organic material associated with them, which precludes radiocarbon dating. In the absence of direct dating methods, researchers have turned to indirect clues. For example, the weathering patterns on the stones suggest they have been exposed to the elements for many centuries. Additionally, the tools and techniques required to carve such hard stones indicate a sophisticated level of technology that was not commonly available in the region until later periods. Despite these efforts, the precise timeline of the megalith's creation remains elusive. A unique and particularly fascinating aspect of the Bada Valley megaliths is the presence of a megalith known as Langke Bulawa. This particular megalith is not only one of the largest, but also features detailed carvings of human-like figures. The intricacy of these carvings suggests a high degree of skill and artistic expression. One intriguing theory about the Bada Valley megaliths proposes that they were created as part of a complex system of territorial markers and spiritual waypoints. According to this hypothesis, the megaliths were erected by a prehistoric culture to demarcate important areas such as tribal boundaries, sacred sites, or routes used for migration and trade. This theory is supported by the strategic placement of some megaliths along ancient pathways and near water sources, suggesting they may have served both practical and ceremonial purposes. An interesting comparison can be drawn between the Bada Valley megaliths and the Moai statues of Easter Island. Both sets of megaliths are characterized by their large carved stone figures, which display a remarkable level of craftsmanship and effort.
He actually speculates that they were able to temporarily turn the stone into a form of plasma.
However, while the Moai are primarily found along the coastline and oriented towards the sea, possibly serving as guardians or representations of ancestors, the Bada Valley megaliths are scattered throughout a lush inland valley. This contrast in placement and presumed purpose highlights the diverse ways in which ancient cultures utilized and interpreted their monumental stone creations. The Bada Valley megaliths are renowned for their diverse shapes and sizes, reflecting a variety of forms and functions. These ancient stone structures can be categorized into several types, each with its unique characteristics and presumed purposes. The craftsmanship involved in creating these megaliths indicates a high level of skill and a deep cultural significance. The statues, or arca, are anthropomorphic megaliths that often resemble human figures. They range from crude, roughly hewn shapes to more refined and detailed representations. Typically, these statues depict heads with prominent facial features including eyes, noses, and mouths. Some statues also include arms and other body parts, adding to their lifelike appearance. The most famous of these statues is Palindo, which stands approximately 4.5 meters tall and weighs several tons. Palindo is one of the largest and most well-known figures in the valley, characterized by its distinct facial features and overall grandeur. The name Palindo means the entertainer, suggesting a possible ceremonial or cultural role. Other notable statues include those with less defined features, indicating a range of artistic expression and possibly different time periods or cultural phases. The kalamba are large cylindrical stone jars, believed to have served various purposes, including as urns or water containers. These jars are meticulously carved from single stone blocks and vary significantly in size and design. Some kalamba are over 1 meter in diameter and can reach heights of 1.5 meters or more. A unique aspect of these jars is that some have lids, while others do not. The lids are often as carefully carved as the jars themselves, indicating their importance. The kalamba jars sometimes feature intricate carvings and motifs, which may include geometric patterns or symbolic representations. These jars are thought to have been used in burial practices, possibly as urns to hold the remains of the deceased or for ceremonial purposes involving water. Their size and craftsmanship suggest they were significant items, potentially used by high-status individuals or in important rituals. Stone basins and bowls of varying sizes are another significant category of the Bada Valley megaliths. These structures often feature intricate decorations and motifs, which may provide clues about their usage and cultural importance. Basins and bowls range from small handheld sizes to large immovable structures that could hold significant amounts of liquid or other materials. Some of these basins are intricately decorated with carvings that include geometric patterns, animals, or symbolic motifs. The creation of the Bada Valley megaliths would have required sophisticated techniques and tools, as well as a well-organized workforce.
So what happened to all these tools?
Whoever did the work came, brought the technology, and then took the technology with them somewhere.
The megaliths are carved from hard stones such as granite and basalt, which would have been sourced from local quarries. The initial quarrying process involved separating large stone blocks from bedrock, likely using a combination of chiseling, hammering, and possibly heating and cooling techniques to create fractures. Once quarried, the massive stone blocks would have needed to be transported to their final locations. This would have involved a significant logistical effort, likely utilizing wooden sledges, rollers, and possibly animal or human labor to move the stones across the valley's challenging terrain. The fine carving and finishing of the megaliths were achieved using a variety of stone tools, including chisels, hammers, and grinding stones. The precision of the carvings, especially on the harder stones, indicates the use of advanced techniques and considerable skill. Some megaliths feature intricate designs and motifs that suggest the use of finer, more specialized tools for detailed work. A unique and particularly fascinating fact about the Bada Valley megaliths is the presence of a megalith known as Langka Bulawa. This structure is a large stone slab with a carved human figure lying prone. One interesting theory posits that the Bada Valley megaliths were part of a vast interconnected network of megalithic cultures that spanned Southeast Asia. This theory suggests that there was significant cultural exchange and communication between these ancient societies, which shared similar techniques, artistic styles, and possibly religious beliefs. The spread of megalithic structures across this region may reflect a shared heritage or influence, hinting at a much more interconnected prehistoric world than previously thought. A compelling comparison can be made between the Bada Valley megaliths and the stone carvings of the Olmec civilization in Mesoamerica. Both cultures produced large, anthropomorphic stone statues with distinct facial features, although separated by vast distances and different historical contexts. The Olmec heads, known for their detailed and expressive facial features, bear a stylistic resemblance to some of the Bada Valley statues, particularly in the emphasis on facial expression and scale. This comparison underscores the universal human inclination to create monumental art and the possibility of convergent cultural evolution in different parts of the world.
The Yonaguni Monument, discovered in 1986 by a local diver. The Yonaguni Monument is an underwater rock formation off the coast of Yonaguni Island, the southernmost of the Ryukyu Islands. This massive structure, measuring approximately 165 feet long and 65 feet wide, resembles a stepped pyramid with terraces, flat surfaces, right angles, and what appear to be carved staircases and pathways. Its appearance and size are said to have many similarities with Shuri Castle in Naha, Okinawa main island. Many researchers believe the Yonaguni Monument is a natural formation shaped by tectonic activity and ocean currents. Geologist Robert Schoch argues that the monument's features, such as the straight lines and sharp corners, are a result of natural erosion and fracturing of sandstone, which is common in geologically active areas like the Ryukyu Islands. Other researchers, such as marine archaeologist Professor Masaki Kimura, suggest that the Yonaguni Monument is a man-made structure dating as far back as 10,000 years. It may be the ruins of an ancient civilization. Kimura claims to have identified walls, roads, a carved stone face, and even inscriptions that resemble ancient scripts. Whether natural or artificial, the Yonaguni Monument is an intriguing site that continues to attract divers and researchers eager to solve its mysteries. The Ishibutai Kofun. In the Asuka region of Nara Prefecture, the Ishibutai Kofun stands as a testament to the ancient engineering prowess of the Japanese people. This impressive tomb from the Asuka period, 538 to 710 AD, is believed to be the final resting place of Soga no Umako, a prominent political figure of the time. The Ishibutai Kofun is the largest known megalithic structure in Japan, covering an area of 291 square feet. Constructed with 30 massive stones, the tomb features a platform, embankments, a gallery entryway, and walls that enclose the burial chamber. The largest of these stones weighs an estimated 77 tons, highlighting the significant effort and skill involved in its construction. The tomb's name, Ishibutai, translates to stone stage, aptly describing its unique appearance. The massive stones were likely transported and positioned using wooden rollers, ropes, and pulleys, a testament to the ingenuity of the ancient builders. The Daisen Kofun. The Daisen Kofun is the largest kofun in Japan and one of the largest in the world. Located in Sakai City, Osaka Prefecture, this keyhole-shaped burial mound is believed to be the tomb of Emperor Nintoku, a legendary figure in Japanese history. At 1,194 feet long and 115 feet high, the Daisen Kofun is massive. In terms of surface area and volume, it surpasses even the Great Pyramid of Giza and the mausoleum of the first Qin Emperor of China. It is estimated to have taken approximately 2,000 people almost 16 years to complete. The Daisen Kofun is part of the Mozu Furuichi Kofun Group, a cluster of 49 burial mounds that were designated a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 2019. These kofun, with their distinctive keyhole shape, represent a highly sophisticated funerary system and reflect the growth of social and economic hierarchies in a developing Japan. Osaka Castle, a prominent landmark in Osaka, is renowned for its grandeur and historical significance. While the current castle keep was reconstructed in 1931, its history dates back to 1583. The castle's impressive stone walls, built with an estimated 1 million granite stones, some weighing as much as 100 tons, are a marvel of engineering. The construction of these walls, especially considering the tools available at the time, demonstrates a sophisticated understanding of engineering and design. Osaka Castle played a major role in the unification of Japan during the 16th century. Today, it serves as a museum, showcasing over 10,000 historical artifacts and offering panoramic views of the city from its observation deck. Ishi no Hoden, located in Takasago, Hyogo Prefecture, is a colossal monolith that has puzzled archaeologists for centuries. This massive block of stone, standing 18 feet tall and weighing an estimated 560 tons, appears to defy gravity as it seemingly hovers above a pond of water. Carved from a type of hydrated volcanic rock, Ishi no Hoden is a masterpiece of ancient engineering. Its smooth surfaces and precise angles suggest that it was sculpted with advanced tools and techniques. The origins and purpose of Ishi no Hoden remain shrouded in mystery. Some believe it was used as an astronomical tool by ancient stargazers, while others suggest it may have been a sacred site for religious ceremonies. The rock ship of Masuda. Hidden among the bamboo forests of the Asuka region lies the rock ship of Masuda, a massive granite monument that has baffled archaeologists for years. This enigmatic structure, measuring 36 feet in length, 26 feet in width, and 15 feet in height, is known for its smooth surfaces and angular indents. Like Ishi no Hoden, the purpose and origins of the rock ship of Masuda remain unclear. Some theories suggest that it was used as an astronomical tool, while others propose it may have served a ritualistic or symbolic function. Mount Nokogiri. The mysterious quarry on Mount Nokogiri, located in Chiba Prefecture, displays incredibly precise and smooth rock cuts. These cuts are so advanced that they appear to be beyond the technological capabilities of ancient civilizations. The massive scale of the carvings has also left researchers baffled about how they were created with the tools that were available at the time. Some theorize that Mount Nokogiri may have been a sacred or ritualistic site. The precision and smoothness of the cuts suggest a level of intentionality and skill that transcends basic quarrying practices. The Oya Stone Quarry. The Oya Stone Quarry, located in Utsunomiya City, Tochigi Prefecture, is a massive underground labyrinth that was once a bustling mining site for the renowned Oya stone. This former quarry, covering an impressive 20,000 square meters, is now a historical museum that offers visitors a glimpse into the region's rich mining history. The quarry's enigmatic scenery and atmospheric ambience have made it a popular venue for artistic expression, hosting concerts, weddings, and even serving as a filming location for movies and music videos. The Granite Coffins of Asuka. Scattered throughout the Asuka region are giant granite coffins with precise shapes that hint at advanced engineering knowledge. These mysterious boxes have perfect 90-degree angles, smooth surfaces, and large knobs on the sides, resembling burial containers found in ancient Egypt. The presence of these coffins in Asuka suggests a past where Japan's ancient people possessed a deeper understanding of stonework and engineering than previously thought. Some speculate that the knobs may indicate a shared construction method across continents, connecting Japan, Egypt, and Peru through a common ancient engineering knowledge. The stone guardians and unexcavated tombs. Deep within the forests of Honshu, ancient tribes erected massive stone structures known as the stone guardians. These structures, made with carefully balanced stones, created a maze of paths and rooms where ceremonies were likely performed to honor the spirits of the land. In addition to these stone guardians, Japan is home to thousands of ancient burial mounds known as kofun, many of which have never been excavated. These tombs, dating back to Japan's earliest rulers, come in various shapes and sizes, offering a wealth of potential archaeological discoveries.